The big pack is on. And we have two miserable dogs. Both of them know exactly what is going on. They don't like bags being packed. Oh, could you look any sadder? Oh, oh, look at the sad faces. Are you both crying?
They actually look like they're both crying.
Oh, see you, Ronnie.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for giving me a lift, Jack.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, I didn't realise we're going to Hawaii today.
We are, that's what we're doing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's where the plane's going. You didn't know that yet.
Nice. Good morning, guys. Tuesday, the 14th of November, and day 26 of my Australian daily vlogs. I am on the way to the airport to fly home. I've got my chauffeur. It's been an incredible near on month out here. I've actually started my stopwatch. This would be a good door to door, and on the way out it was about 30 hours. I'll catch up with you when we get to the airport in about 25 minutes time. All ready to head into the terminal and start my long journey home. But first, got to say goodbye to my brother. Bye, brother.
Hey, vegan.
You've been an absolute star. And start that YouTube channel.
No.
The one that you were meant to start 7 years ago. Airport transfer done, security done. Now heading to the lounge. We are using the Air New Zealand lounge because Thai don't have a lounge. Let's see what this is like. Amazing. It was a minute early.
A minute. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Thank you. I've heard lots of good things about Air New Zealand over the years, but I've never actually flown with them. If their lounge is anything to go by, it's just fantastic. The choice of food, how clean it is, how big it is. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my wonderful coffee, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Time to board the first flight to Bangkok. So this first leg is on the wonderful Airbus A350, and the second leg's on a 777, so the reverse of what we did on the way out here, which makes sense. Thai Airways always starts with row 11. Fun fact, or maybe not. Looking forward to this first flight. I'm just going to do some editing and try and push all the way through. Let's have a look at times. It's been exactly 2.5 hours since I left my brother's house, which isn't too bad.
What?
Yeah,
enjoy your bubbly, sir.
Cheers, thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. You joined me about 5.5 hours into the flight. I've managed to edit a video and a half. Much of the rest of the cabin I've had asleep, but because it's kind of middle of the day Australia time and Thailand time, I've tried to stay up and resisted. In terms of how long we've been going, 8.5 hours on the move. It's been the first time during the day that I've actually been able to sit and reflect on the past month. It's been incredible, really has. I have no regrets for this trip. I've made the most of every single day, and I really hope that I've managed to bring you lot along for much of that journey. We have about 3.5 hours to go until we land into Bangkok, and then I've got about 4.5 hours on the ground. I'm going to push through and then hopefully spend much of Bangkok to London sleeping. Bangkok Airport. It's about midnight Australian time, so I'm feeling tired but not shattered. Fast approaching 14 hours since I left my brother's. I'm starting to fade now. It's about 1:30 Melbourne time. It's about 9:30 Bangkok time. Perfect time to have a shower, maybe a couple of glasses of red, and wind down for the final flight home. Finally heading to the gate. I have been on the move now for almost exactly 16 hours. This would probably be the last time I talk to you until the morning, because I'm going to eat some food, drink some wine, and pass out. Morning guys, we're about 40 minutes away from landing at London Heathrow. 29.5 hours since I left my brother's. I managed to get a reasonable sleep, about 9 hours lying down, and probably 4 or 5 of those were asleep. Obviously my body clock is just all over the place. When I came back from Australia on my last YouTubing trip almost 7 years ago to the day, I remember being quite down about having to come back to the UK, because I didn't really have much to come back to the UK for. Obviously my parents, who I love, but I wasn't in a relationship and I wasn't in the best place or space. That was back in 2017. Fast forward to now, and I actually can't wait until I see Lou. That's going to happen in the next hour and a half. I've always been a Boeing 777 fan, and this flight's been awesome. There's something you do notice jumping out of an A350 and into 777, which is a much older aircraft, is the extra noise and vibration. And I've just been speaking to the lovely cabin crew actually about which aircrafts they prefer to work on, and they all agreed that the 777 is the best in terms of galleys and space operation, if you like, whereas they said the 380's not quite as good, and apparently the 350's a bit of a nightmare because the kitchens are very small and it's very tight and difficult to operate in. Well, here we go, back in the UK after exactly 4 weeks. So the first thing that Lou said to me was, do you want to go and get a crappy coffee? Oh, thank you very much.
Latte and the fried white.
Thank you very much. First coffee back in the UK. Firstly, it's burning my hand, so I know it's not going to be that great. About a 4 on the Australian scale. Oh, I haven't been in one of these for a while. What's that? Is that the Olympics? I've landed in the UK, and most importantly, and best thing in the whole world, is that I'm back with my Luvu. What time are you up? About 5:30. Oh, it's not raining, it's blue skies. It's 11 degrees. It was actually 11-ish or 12 degrees when I left Melbourne, and I am finally home. Much thanks to Lou for picking me up. I know she got up very early this morning, so really appreciate that. Exactly 33 hours. In fact, we pulled in to the drive at 32 hours and 58 minutes. I'm gonna run inside, put the kettle on, and make Lou and I a nice bowl of porridge. She's working from home today, so means I get to see lots of her, which is awesome. Once again, massive thanks to Nick and his team at BMW Australia. Huge thanks to Paul Marek. Huge thanks to my brother and Ronnie. So many other people. I haven't got time to go through everyone that's made this trip possible, but you know who you are, and I couldn't have done it without you. The month has flown by. It's been exactly 4 weeks since I left here, in fact, almost to the hour. In terms of the actual daily vlogs, thanks to everyone for watching them. Thanks for the warm response and positive comments. It was a bit of an experiment for me, and I was hoping to get 2 things out of it. Firstly, to bring you lot along for the journey, and I think I've actually done a really good job of that. And secondly, I was hoping that it would help with my subscriber growth, but that just hasn't happened at all. In fact, the last 2 weeks or so, I've almost flatlined in terms of subscriber growth. So not sure what's going on there, but I'm not gonna miss the editing. That's what I'm not gonna miss, although I've still got to continue because I'm about 5 or 6 days behind. Anyway, I'm gonna run inside because my arm is really hurting. I think I'm physically exhausted. I'll try and do maybe 1 vloggy type video a month or something to give you some updates of what's happening in my everyday life, because I've really enjoyed being me on camera. There's going to be a lot of changes with the channel in general, I think, for 2024, because at the moment it's not really working. If I want to continue doing YouTube and doing what I do as a living, I need to evolve. That's next year. This is now. I've been me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at another video very soon. Cheers.